In the complex world of dating and relationships, few strategies spark as much debate and curiosity as the act of ignoring someone you're interested in. This approach, often misunderstood and misapplied, can be a powerful tool when used correctly, or a relationship-destroying mistake when handled poorly. Today, we'll explore the psychology behind this tactic, its potential effects, and how to navigate it wisely in your romantic pursuits. Understanding the appeal, at its core, the concept of ignoring in dating plays on fundamental human psychology. We're naturally drawn to what seems just out of reach, and this principle applies strongly to romantic interests. When someone we're attracted to suddenly becomes less available or responsive, it can trigger a cascade of emotions and reactions. This tactic taps into our innate desire for validation and attention. When we're ignored, we often find ourselves thinking more about the person doing the ignoring. We may question why they've pulled away, wonder what they're doing, or feel a renewed surge of interest in gaining their attention. It's this psychological response that makes ignoring such a tempting strategy for those looking to increase their appeal. However, it's crucial to understand that this isn't about playing manipulative games or treating potential partners as conquests. Instead, it's about recognizing and working with natural human responses to create genuine attraction and maintain healthy relationship dynamics. The science behind it. From a scientific standpoint, the effectiveness of ignoring can be partly explained by the principle of scarcity. In psychology, scarcity refers to our tendency to value things more when they're less available. When applied to relationships, this means that a person who seems less available by not constantly responding or being present may be perceived as more valuable or desirable. This ties into the concept of reward uncertainty in neuroscience. Studies have shown that unpredictable rewards, like sporadic attention from a love interest, can be more exciting to the brain than consistent ones. This excitement can translate into increased attraction and desire. Moreover, a bit of distance can prevent the common pitfall of coming on too strong too quickly. It allows for a natural build-up of anticipation and gives both parties space to miss each other and reflect on their feelings. The fine line between strategy. While understanding these psychological principles can be useful, it's vital to approach them with caution and authenticity. Ignoring someone shouldn't be about playing games or manipulating emotions. Instead, it should be a natural result of having a full, engaging life outside of your romantic pursuits. Genuine attraction is built on real connection, shared values, and mutual respect. Using ignoring as a tactic should never come at the expense of these fundamental elements. The goal isn't to make someone chase you endlessly, but to create a healthy dynamic where both parties value and respect each other's time and attention. Potential positive outcomes, when approached thoughtfully, creating some space in your interactions can lead to several positive outcomes. Increased interest, as mentioned earlier, a bit of distance can reignite or intensify interest. It gives the other person a chance to miss you and appreciate your presence more fully. Self-reflection, time apart, allows both parties to reflect on their feelings and intentions. This can lead to more clarity about what you want from the relationship. Balanced dynamics, it can help prevent one person from becoming overly dependent or clingy, fostering a more equal and healthy dynamic. Improved communication, when you're not in constant contact, the time you do spend together or talking can become more meaningful and focused. Personal growth, having space in a budding relationship allows both individuals to maintain their personal lives, hobbies, and friendships, which is crucial for long-term happiness and compatibility. Risks and potential drawbacks. However, it's equally important to be aware of the potential risks associated with this approach. Misunderstandings, if not handled carefully, ignoring can be misinterpreted as lack of interest or rudeness, potentially pushing away someone you genuinely like. Emotional distress, for some individuals, especially those with attachment issues or past relationship traumas, being ignored can cause significant anxiety or distress. Game playing, if overused or done inauthentically, this tactic can devolve into unhealthy game playing, eroding trust and genuine connection. Missed opportunities, there's always the risk that by creating too much distance, you might miss out on developing a meaningful connection with someone special. Reputation damage, if you become known for regularly ignoring people you date, it could harm your reputation in your social or dating circles. How to apply this knowledge wisely, given these potential benefits and risks? How can you incorporate this understanding into your dating life in a healthy, authentic way? Here are some guidelines. Focus on your own life. Instead of actively trying to ignore someone, focus on living a full, engaging life. Pursue your passions, spend time with friends and family, and work on personal goals. This naturally creates some space without being inauthentic. Be responsive, not reactive. When you do interact with your love interest, be present and engaged. Respond thoughtfully rather than immediately to every message. Quality of interaction often matters more than quantity. Maintain boundaries. It's healthy to have limits on your availability. Communicate these boundaries clearly and respectfully. For example, you might explain that you don't check your phone during work hours or while spending time with family. Balance is key. Aim for a balance between showing interest and maintaining some mystery. Too much of either extreme can be off-putting. Be honest. If you need space or time to think, it's okay to communicate that directly. Honesty is always more attractive than game playing in the long run. Read the situation. Pay attention to how the other person responds to space. If they seem genuinely distressed or lose interest entirely, it might be time to adjust your approach. Prioritize genuine connection. Remember that the end goal is to build a real, meaningful relationship. Use the principles of space and scarcity to enhance attraction, but don't let them overshadow the importance of genuine connection and communication. The role of self-confidence. One often overlooked aspect of this dynamic is the role of self-confidence. The ability to give someone space without fear of losing them comes from a place of inner security. When you're confident in your own worth and have a fulfilling life outside of romantic relationships, you're less likely to feel the need to constantly seek validation or attention from a potential partner. This self-assurance is incredibly attractive in itself. It shows that you have a strong sense of self and aren't dependent on someone else for your happiness or self-worth. Paradoxically, this independence often makes you more appealing as a partner. Developing this level of confidence isn't always easy, but it's a worthwhile journey. It involves self-reflection, working on personal goals, and sometimes professional help like therapy or coaching. As you become more secure in yourself, you'll find that the need to strategically ignore someone diminishes, replaced by a natural, healthy balance in your interactions. The importance of emotional intelligence. Successfully navigating the complex world of dating requires a high degree of emotional intelligence. This includes the ability to read social cues, understand your own emotions and those of others, and respond appropriately to different situations. When it comes to creating space or ignoring someone, emotional intelligence plays a crucial role. It helps you gauge when a bit of distance might be beneficial and when it's time to be more present and attentive. It also allows you to pick up on subtle signs that your approach might be causing distress or confusion, enabling you to adjust your behavior accordingly. Cultivating emotional intelligence involves practicing empathy, active listening, and self-awareness. These skills not only help in managing the early stages of dating, but are also fundamental to building and maintaining healthy, long-term relationships. The digital age factor. It's important to acknowledge how modern technology has complicated the dynamics of attention and ignoring in dating. In an era of instant messaging, social media, and constant connectivity, the concept of space has taken on new dimensions. Ignoring someone today might mean not immediately responding to a text, not liking their latest social media post, or not being constantly available for video calls. This digital context can amplify both the effectiveness and the risks of creating space in a budding relationship. On one hand, the expectation of constant digital connection means that even small gaps in communication can create a sense of scarcity and heighten interest. On the other hand, it's easier than ever for ignoring to be misinterpreted or to cross the line into rudeness or game playing. Navigating this digital landscape requires clear communication about expectations and boundaries. It's okay to explain that you're not always available online or that you prefer to have periods of disconnection. This honesty can actually be refreshing in a world of constant digital noise. Cultural and individual differences. As with any aspect of dating and relationships, it's crucial to consider cultural and individual differences when thinking about the psychology of ignoring. What might be seen as creating healthy space in one culture could be perceived as rude or disinterested in another. Similarly, individual personality types and past experiences greatly influence how people respond to distance in relationships. Some people might find a bit of space exhilarating and attraction boosting, while others might find it anxiety-inducing or off-putting. This diversity underscores the importance of getting to know the individual you're interested in and being attentive to their unique responses and needs. There's no one-size-fits-all approach to dating, and what works in one situation might backfire in another. The long-term perspective. While creating some space or ignoring can be an effective strategy in the early stages of dating, it's important to consider the long-term implications. Healthy, lasting relationships are built on consistent communication, mutual respect, and reliability. If you're looking for a serious, committed relationship, the goal should be to move beyond games and strategies towards open, honest communication. The early dance of attraction should evolve into a deeper, more stable connection where both partners feel secure and valued. This doesn't mean you have to be in constant contact or lose all sense of mystery. Even in long-term relationships, maintaining some level of independence and personal space is healthy. But this should come from a place of mutual understanding and respect, not from tactical ignoring or game playing. The psychology of ignoring in dating is a complex interplay of human nature, individual differences, and modern social dynamics. When understood and applied wisely, creating some space can enhance attraction and help build healthier relationship dynamics. However, it's crucial to approach this with authenticity, emotional intelligence, and respect for the other person's feelings. Ultimately, the goal of dating should be to find a genuine connection with someone compatible, not to win a game of emotional chess. Use these insights to better understand yourself and your interactions, but never lose sight of the human element in romance. The most fulfilling relationships are those built on mutual understanding, respect, and open communication. By balancing attraction-building strategies with genuine care and authenticity, you set the stage for not just exciting dating experiences, but potentially lasting, meaningful connections.